Molar mass is the relationship between the mass of a substance and the amount of a substance. In chemistry, mass is generally measured in grams, and the amount is measured in moles. That's why the unit is grams per mole. The molar masses of elements can be found on our best friend, the periodic table. Here are a few examples of elements and their respective molar masses. Using the information provided by the periodic table of elements, we can find the molar mass of something that isn't an element. Let's take silver oxide, for example. In order to find the molar mass of silver oxide, we're going to have to sum together the molar masses of the elements it's made up of. Let's start with silver. Because there are 2 silvers in silver oxide, we can take the molar mass of silver, 107.87 grams per mole, and multiply it by 2 to give us 215.74 grams per mole. For oxygen, there's only 1, so we can take the molar mass of oxygen, 15.999 grams per mole, and that's what we've got. Now that we have both of our partial molar masses figured out, we can just add them together. 215.74 plus 15.999 grams per mole gives us a grand total of 231.74 grams per mole, which is the molar mass of silver oxide. Let's try another one, say ethanol, for example. Ethanol's molecular formula is C2H6O, so we need to find the molar masses of each one of those. Following the same thing we did with silver, we just take the number of carbons multiplied by the molar mass of carbon. 12.011 grams per mole times 2 is 24.022 grams per mole. If we follow those same steps for every element in ethanol, we'll find that the molar mass of ethanol is 46.069 grams per mole. Now we know how to find the molar mass of a substance. Let's try and apply it to a problem. In this example, we're going to find how many moles of silver oxide are there in 367.82 grams of silver oxide. Personally, I like to lay out the question as kind of a statement as shown here. So question mark is how many moles of silver oxide is equal to 367.82 grams. The grid that I've laid down helps keep everything straight. For these problems, molar mass can be used as a conversion factor. When I plug in the molar mass, if I put moles on top and grams on the bottom, the grams can cancel out. Now that the grams have canceled out, moles is the only unit left. All we have to do is multiply across the top and then divide by the bottom. Once we do that, we take 367.82 divided by 231.74, that gives us 1.59 moles of silver oxide. Let's try another one. This time, instead of trying to find out how many moles are in a certain amount of grams, we can use the molar mass to find out how many grams are in a certain amount of moles. In this case, 0.75 moles of silver oxide. Once again, we put all the information in, making sure that all the units cancel except for the one that we want. In this case, grams. Once we cancel out the moles and multiply across and divide by the bottom, we find that 0.75 moles of silver oxide is equal to 173.80 grams of silver oxide. Mastering the fundamentals of molar mass is an important skill to have in chemistry. It allows you to do basic conversions like you saw in this video, and eventually stoichiometry.